Kia ora, whakalofa lahi atu, and no mai hoki mai. Welcome back to this week's podcast episode. I am so excited as always. You know, your girl is excited. I'm so glad that you are here. So grateful that you are here. Ngā mihi nui kia koe. Thank you so much for being here, for coming back to another week of the podcast. And this week I am talking about the importance of your morning routine. And this actually came up because just on Sunday I had my Back Yourself birthday special, which if you missed it, you can actually get the replay. Just DM me replay. I'll send it through to you. It's all about backing yourself. It's all for the women who know that they are meant for more, who want to start the business, who want to leave their full-time job and go fully into their business, who want to back themselves fully, who want to leave their relationship, who want to travel the world, who want to make more money, who want to move to another country, who want to do really, really incredible things in the world. This is for you. So DM me replay if you want the replay link. It was such an epic call. And actually, this question came off the call, and I was like, I'm going to do a podcast on that because it is really, really important that you have some sort of routine to get yourself right. You have some sort of routine going on. And the question was like, how do you keep going when you do have your off days, right? So let's be so fucking real. I'll be so fucking for real right now. You guys know me. I'm so real. It's not every day that you wake up and you're fucking pumping and you're ready to go and you're like, yes, I love my life. I love all the things. I love this and that and the other, right? Sometimes you wake up and you're in a bad mood and you don't feel like doing shit. You don't feel like showing up. You don't feel like going for your dream fucking goals and dreams that day. You're just like, you're like meh. You're like blah, you know? And it's so important that you have this morning routine because every night when you go to bed, your body resets, right? It's resting, it's repairing, your mind resets and all the things. So when you do wake up, you automatically reset to your old conditioning, to your old programming, to whatever's running in your subconscious mind that's running your freaking world. You're reset to that. You have reset to that, right? And it's important that when you wake up, you tune yourself to the right frequency that you vibrate out for the day. Right? So you might wake up on a low vibration, low frequency, right? You're kind of like, oh, you're doubting yourself a little bit. You're like, damn, I don't want to go to this job. I hate this job. You're doubting your goals and dreams. Maybe you made a big leap and there's a bit of doubt there. You're like, oh, fuck, I have to deal with the kids. I have to, so you're at this real low vibration, right? And you need to tune yourself. Think of it as a radio frequency, right? You need to tune yourself into the frequency, into the high vibrations, into the love, into the gratitude, into the happiness, the joy, the authenticity, all the things, right? You need to tune yourself up to that frequency. How do you do that? How do you get your mind right? How do you reprogram your subconscious thoughts and all the things? How do you get yourself on that good fucking frequency, that good juju frequency? You do things like meditation, which helps with stress, your grounding techniques, getting out into nature, moving your body, journaling, getting your thoughts out on paper so that you become aware of your thoughts and aware of what is freaking creating your world for the day. It's those thoughts that are running your world. It's the way that you feel that's running your world. It's creating your reality, right? So it's having these things in mind. And if I talk about my morning routine, as soon as I wake up, I go straight into a journaling. Let's get those thoughts out on paper. Shit from the day before might come up. Things are running crazy in my mind. I've reset. I'm gone into old programming, right? And the more you do this, the more you rewire your brain, you will slowly wake up every morning. It will be less and less of the old programming and more of the new programming. But you have to keep doing it, right? It's this repetition. So I do my stretching, I do journaling, I do meditation, I do breath work, I do EFT tapping. I do, what else do I do in my mornings, depending on my day? Visualization. In this Back Yourself training, I took the woman through a beautiful visualization. That's an amazing way to get yourself on the right frequency, right? To attract abundance, to have the law of abundance, the law of attraction, and all the things, right? Visualizations, maybe you want to do affirmations. So it's really important that you find what works for you. And I just want to remind you that it's okay to have these off days. It's okay to sometimes feel off and feel not so happy and positive and things like that, right? It is okay. And I mean, if the bad days outweigh the good days, that's something to look at. But if it's a few bad days here and there, kei te pai, like that's okay. That's so normal. And it's best to tune into you. What do you need? Maybe you need a day off. Maybe you need to take a break. Maybe you need to pour back into you. Maybe you're burnt out a little. I don't know. Ask yourself, what do you need today, Leash? What do you need today into your name here? And have that compassion. Have some self-compassion. Give yourself love. Give yourself whatever you need in that day. Give that to yourself. And I want to end by just emphasizing the importance of this morning routine, right? Because it's the difference between you waking up with, love. Once you've done your morning routine, you're in this love, you're in this abundance. You're like, yes, I'm ready for life. I'm positive, all the things. And you go about your life seeing the fucking great in the world, being positive. You're putting out this really kind, loving energy, right? As opposed to this grumpy, sad, scarce, angry, feelings and all the things. It's you getting in the car and maybe going on the road and having road rage and yelling at people and being like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, going to get your morning coffee and yelling at the barista because she's taking too long and, complaining in the line to other people that she's taking too long. And maybe you get stuck in traffic and you get to work late and you're like, fuck, and then your boss yells at you for being late and then you're like, oh, I forgot my lunch at home. What a fucking shit day. That's such a fucking shit day, right? And it's the difference between you tuning into that frequency by doing your meditations and your morning routine and having time for you, right? So that when you are going to work and there's a little bit of traffic, you're still like, yeah, that's okay. It's so normal to have traffic. Everyone's trying to get to work today. It's going to the coffee shop and maybe somebody buys you a free coffee. They're like, yeah, pay it forward. I'm going to get you a free coffee. You get to work and you're late and your boss is like, no worries, that's okay. I understand. Things happen. Somebody shouts you lunch or, just all these amazing things happen to you when you are in this really, really great fucking frequency, this high vibration, this high frequency, right? As opposed to the low suffering, shitty fucking vibes frequency. All right, so that's the importance of it. It's so important to have your morning routine, to know what works for you. And if you still don't know, like I know some people are like, oh, meditation, it's so fucking boring. It's like, you don't have to do meditation. There's so many other things. You can do breath work, but you need to have something. One of my clients, she doesn't really enjoy journaling, but she enjoys going for walks. So she'll go for walks and then she'll just voice note her feelings. She'll speak it out, right? So find what works for you. And I would love for you to try and see the differences, try it out for a while and see what the differences are. But that really is the difference between you having a fucking shitty day and having an amazing, abundant, fulfilling day. That's how I show up every day, and the positive mindset. A lot of people say to me, oh my gosh, you're so positive whenever you show up online and all the things. And I'm like, it's because I take time out in my morning every single day to do these things for me, to pour into me before I give back to the world, before I show up for my clients, before I show up for the people around me, my family and friends and all the things. I pour into me. So morning routines, I can't say anything fucking more about them. They're fucking incredible. They're fucking amazing. Get your morning routine going. And if you love this episode, DM me on Instagram. Tell me your morning routine. Tell me what you do in the morning, what works for you and all the things. I would love to hear it. But again, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I love you so much. Ka kite, koe kia.